Hey guys, we're here with Emre, who got top 16 at YCS Rio with what deck?
Flu.
Flu! Why?
Best deck. First of all, shout out to my team, Luxury Gaming. Shout out to MetaMed and Card Market. I guess I'll just go straight to the deck profile.
Yep.
First of all, obvious 3 Rubina, 3 Eaglin. I decided to play double 3 because this on its own doesn't do enough. But this plays around cards like Ash and Droll, and starting with this and like getting rid of a Garunix or like any disruption in the grave is pretty nice. 1 token, that's it for the small birds. Triple shift, Empen.
The triple shifter, yeah.
1 Riser and 1 Apex. I think 3 Empen is mandatory, you need them. Sometimes you get hand trapped once and you can still like, if you have a tribute monster you can still tribute summon. And having that 1 more Empen sometimes like comes up then, and it gets your engine rolling again. Then obviously triple shifter. I wish I drew this card more often than I did. I think I drew it only like twice in the entire tournament. But the deck and the engine itself is already so good that you don't really rely on shifter. Sometimes going second is nice, but going first you don't really need it. For the spells, 3 Met. 6 quick plays. I think 6 are mandatory with so many Veilers and Impermanence in the format right now, and these also help you to not break. They are pretty they're consistency cards, and they also make you dodge things. So I think like 6 is mandatory as well. The 6 pots. I don't like extravagance in this deck at all. I used to play it once. Sometimes you draw into those and then you cannot use them. And they sometimes just conflict, and some people play Droll and it's terrible to draw as well. As board breakers, I went with the classic approach of triple Dracula no more. I think this card is pretty strong, like it outs every board, it's good against multiple matchups. And what I came up with my friends was Snatch and Change of Heart. Most people end on Apo plus an interruption, like they do Apo on their turn, and if you just take your Apo, you can play. Like you can play through hand traps, through everything. Most of the fire interruptions you don't really care about, like Princess, so it helps you to play through hand traps and it's a body on board. You can also tribute summon the body you take, so it can also be like a minor interruption that you take. You could also play Mind Control instead of those 3, but with Mind Control you cannot tribute summon the card, so it's not as good as the others. So I like those 5 a lot. Then I play 1 Wind, 1 Terraforming, and 1 Trap.
In main deck Featherstorm?
No Featherstorm, no Trust in the main deck. I think this deck on its own is very strong going first. I don't think you need win more cards in my opinion. After fighting it's a bit different because you can take out all the going first cards, but I'll show you that when I show you the fight deck. The extra deck is not really relevant. I did this once. I never made these. I think this is important, but I didn't make it once. I made this once as well.
More than I expect.
More than expected, yeah. I played this engine, it's probably cope. The idea behind it is when you like when you play against branded and you need to kill them in that turn, you could normal summon 2 birds with the field spell, make Anima, go into dark take Albus, discard a card, summon Mirror Jade, and then you have 1 send from Mirror Jade and you have a Mirror Jade on field, and that's like a lot of damage, but it never comes up. You have the space, so I think just play it. I play Slayer, so those are my Slayer targets. 2 fusions, 2 XY, 2 links, a synchro. The synchro is not really that needed anymore. I don't think many people are on this Petra or Omega anymore, but it still comes up, I guess. And the 1 XYZ. For the side deck, the ratios may seem a bit odd, but they are there for the siding patterns, so it makes sense if you think about it longer. It may look odd in first sight. So double Phantasmae, 1 brick, triple Slayer, I think Phantasme is really strong in Flu because you can draw into Shifter after they go for like their first Link. It was better when when Link Ruby was around, but it's still pretty strong. This engine is also pretty strong. This outs like any monster on the field. Plus, if you send the Live Twin Link, you can out a second card. It's good against Branded. It's a very like versatile card. I like it a lot. And you can also always draw with the new Tri-Brigade guy, so it's pretty good. I play one Feather Duster. I think it's good in Flu in general if you go second to just get rid of the back row and like you don't have to deal with the imperms. And I also play triple Thrust. I don't like this card in the main deck because I feel like if you get hand trapped game 1, the Thrust will not like really help you because it doesn't get your engine going. You just set a card and hope you don't die. But going first, you have to side out a lot of cards. So what I always, like almost every time did was I sided in those 3, sometimes 2, 3 of this and 2 of this. I realized when I tested against Senpai that the matchup is terrible. It's almost not winnable unless you have this card. So you need as much access to that card as possible. So I decided to give it 8 slots in the side deck. This, in theory, is pretty good in my opinion, even with only one Flu Trap, because you'll just always get this and then it's a turn skip. But this unfortunately never came up in the tournament. I like the theory behind it, but yeah, didn't come up. Yeah, that's the deck. I would like to give special shout outs to my friend Kubi who traveled with me, Nico Shirkam who really helped me building this deck, Baptiste and Diego. And yeah, that's it guys, thank you for watching.